Is this take one? Take one? Okay, we're going to hear me on the Doug McIntyre Red Eye show this morning talking about some Super 8s. So here we go.
They don't want you to die so they can sell the current medicines. I mean that's. He's performing at the Canyon Club in Agora, California.
Yeah, he's an amazing performer. I've seen him before, and I heard you were giving out tickets.
Well, we had him. I mean, we had some CDs we gave away, but we gave them away last night. I think was the last night we had him.
Oh, okay.
They flew out the door pretty quick, but I'm sure you can get it online now. You go to Amazon or to any of the good record stores, you can get his new CD. It's called Love for Sale. Is his new CD?
I've actually heard some of the tracks. It's amazing. He's unbelievable. I've seen him perform live, and he is unbelievably amazing. He's great because he actually makes you feel like he's singing to you.
Well, get out there to Agora. You're in Canoga Park. You're not that far away. Karen, thank you for the call. Let's go.
Little power failure. What do you know?
Listen, say hello to Scott. Scott, how are you? Welcome aboard.
I'm happy when I talk.
Start that over again.
Well, get out there to Agora. You're in Canoga Park. You're not that far away. Karen, thank you for the call. Let's go to the Bronx and say hello to Scott. Scott, how are you? Welcome aboard.
I'm happy when I talk to you, Doug.
Thank you for calling, sir.
I just want to find out what your extent of knowledge is about the Super 8 film format from the early 70s.
Well, what about them?
Well, for instance, you grew up in Queens. I'm the only one who shot a film inside the Forest Hills Tennis Stadium, where I saw the Beatles perform on August 28, 1964.
Do you have that on Super 8?
Yeah, so that leaves me with the only footage of the stage at the Forest Hills Tennis Stadium where I saw Janis, Jimmy, the Mamas and the Papas, the Doors.
Well, if you have film of the Beatles, you have a Super 8 film of the Beatles in 64. You've got valuable film. It doesn't matter whether it's the only film or not. It's valuable film.
Right. Well, it's not. I didn't even need them on stage. What I'm saying is I shot the stage.
I'm going to do a little retake on that.
You're in Canoga Park. You're not that far away. Karen, thank you for the call. Let's go to the Bronx and say hello to Scott. Scott, how are you? Welcome aboard.
I'm happy when I talk to you, Doug.
Thank you for calling, sir.
I just want to find out what your extent of knowledge is about the Super 8 film format from the early 70s.
Well, what about them?
Well, for instance, you grew up in Queens. I'm the only one who shot a film inside the Forest Hills Tennis Stadium, where I saw the Beatles perform on August 28, 1964.
Do you have that on Super 8?
Yeah, so that leaves me with the only footage of the stage at the Forest Hills Tennis Stadium where I saw Janis, Jimmy, the Mamas and the Papas, the Doors.
Well, if you have film of the Beatles, you have a Super 8 film of the Beatles in 64, you've got valuable film. It doesn't matter whether it's the only film or not. It's valuable film.
Right. Well, it's not. I didn't even need them on stage. What I'm saying is I shot the stage.
Well, who cares about that? I mean, that's a minor. The stage. That's like saying, here's the sidewalk where Abraham Lincoln walked.
Yeah.
That's a very little historic value to people. If you have the Beatles on that stage, then that's a pretty interesting stage.
Yeah. Well, somebody said that the stage looks like a toilet tent, but what does that matter? I mean, what I'm saying is that what was the scarcity of Super 8, if you know about that format?
Super 8 was everywhere. Super 8 was everywhere. Before videotape, we had 8mm, and then Super 8, that's what people used, all the home movies. I got a drawer full of them from the 60s.
Of what? What's your subject?
My cousin, my Uncle Harry, and my grandfather. The stuff that people shot home movies on.
Right.
That's what people used for home movies. You know that, Scott.
No, I don't.
You didn't know that? What did you use? Did nobody in your family ever took a home movie? They just waited for the stage that the Beatles were on?
Oh, we have plenty of home movies as well.
Well, they were shot on Super 8. If they were shot in the 60s, there was nothing else. And there was a lot of bad porn, too. But that's a whole different conversation. This is Red Eye Radio.
Flight 77 WABC.
Hello, I'm David Seelig of Seelig & Associates.
I'm going to speed it up a bit so you can hear the intro to Doug's show. By the way, I beg to differ a little bit on what he said.
Information over.
Yeah, I like this part. Here it comes.
Review the facts, crunch the numbers, and provide you with real options in writing. 212-974-3435.
Visa, Master, and debit cards are accepted. 212-974-3435 or online at TrueTaxHelp.com.
212-246-2000. This number could mean thousands of...
Runway 31 left with information over.
WABC, Flight 77, permission to taxi to runway 31 left via Bravo to Charlie, hold at the line, over.
Roger 77, over.
WABC 77, cleared for takeoff, over.
Roger, Red Eye 77, over.
And here you have it from the world's greatest filmmaker.